Lego never made a set for the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Or did they? Hey, how you doing? My name is Ryan, and today I'm uncovering a Lego build from 2024 that is secretly based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In past videos, I've exposed dinosaurs, robots, and bulldozers as being Marvel icons and characters in disguise. And today I have a location based on one of the biggest MCU blockbusters in the last 5 years. This is pod racing, or rather it's the 2024 pod racing diorama set based on Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Now to fans of the Marvel Universe, however, this desert landscape looks eerily similar to the void found in Loki and Deadpool and Wolverine. Don't believe me? Let me show you. So first things first, I want to remove all the Star Wars references, so this 25 years making of tile, this Star Wars little tile as well, and this quote, remember, concentrate on the moment, feel, don't think, use your instincts. That's my horrible Qui-Gon Jinn impersonation. Now, fun fact about this set, while the yellow pod racer can fit through the arch here, and my friend hates this fact, the orange pod racer can't fit. It is too wide, which is just kind of a silly thing to have a diorama set where one of your ships can't actually fit through the area. I guess maybe it could have gone around like this, but either way, I'll put these off to the side because really we're going to focus more so on this arch. My goal is to take this structure and transform it into the sunken 20th Century Fox logo found in Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think I can do it by first of all removing this area here, getting rid of some of this color area. This whole chunk I think just pops off. Yep. So that's our base. I need to build up a little bit of a sand mound first, and then kind of build a 2 and a 0 to hide behind it. So I'm going to move all these plates up 1, just like that. I think I'll keep this sort of white tile structure at the back of it. I might need a brick separator. Do I have one on standby? I got the Craggle. Let me check my part box. Nice behind the scenes look at my area over here. Alright, no brick separator. I'll do it by hand. See? Is that so bad? Okay, as for this little sand mound, I think, can I just remove this little back slope here? Because that's a perfect little hill. Maybe I'll need to go bigger for that. Let's see. How much can I take this apart carefully while maintaining the shapes that Lego already made? There we go. Well, not great, but we can do better. I like when I'm taking apart these sets to be really careful because Lego did make great shapes. They do have a good layout for their sets. So if I can maintain as many of the micro builds as possible, I can make for a really nice looking mock. Yeah, that's nice. Move that piece out of the way. Layers, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now I can start building a large 1/2 2 and a 1/2 0. And I'm going to try my best to actually angle them as best as possible. So here's some curves. For maybe the 2, that's the 2. That's obviously the 2. That works so well. Okay, that's 2 perfect. Angle it that way. Ha, 2 perfect. Ha! You know what? I can use this little turntable here to angle this guy. Kind of like that. I might need to move my mounds of sand forward more so. What I probably could do is lay out sort of my elements where I'm going to have the 2 and the 0, and then from there pick where the mounds of sand are going to be, rather than just allocate only 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 plates worth of real estate to them. Because now I can make a really good shape if I give myself a bit more room. Trying to get the shape of this 2 correct is going to be a little bit tough because I want it to feel like the Fox 2, which is pretty bricky, but also has lovely curves on it. So I want to see if I can get that. I think it looks better, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want the layers of this 2 to keep protruding out of itself. So maybe I move this bracket back a bit. Then, tell you what I can do. Round brick here, so I can actually pivot this piece around a little bit. Now it can't go past that bit without extra tolerance, and that looks much more like a 2. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is already looking better than I thought it was going to be in my head. Don't you love when that happens? Just a little bit of building goes a long way. You know what? Maybe instead of mounting by the curve of the 2, just mount like that. 2. I can play around with the experimentation of having the 2 be more angled in a little bit, and some of this will be hidden behind the mound of sand, which is excellent news for us. Now, I would love to do it without adding extra stressed pieces, so let's just kind of add... Well, let's start working on the 0, now that we have sort of our rough shape for the 2 lined up. Because I don't need the whole 0, I just need the top curve. Let's make the 0 a bit more two-dimensional, using these lovely kind of curved dome pieces as the centerpiece of my 0. I'm trying to think, is the 20th Century Fox logo like a round 0 or an oval? I think, let's check. It'd be easier to build an oval. It is a round 0 though, so I do have to have it be, it's like half oval, half round. All right. I might need to just have it be a bit more of an oval 0. Gotta work on that too. That would look good. It's at a slight angle. Question is how to get that slight angle. Have this little guy right here be both support for the 2 and also the stopping point for my 0 being tilted over. Okay, that's a good plan for the 0, I think. Now let's actually execute that plan. I do need to find the other one of these pieces that I had a moment ago. I don't know where it ended up, and I have no idea how I'm losing pieces this easily with this so few of them right in front of my face. That's how it was blended into the background. Okay, that's cool looking. That looks like a 0 too, which is very nice. And the goal. Now, I don't have another 1x4 tan snot brick, but that's okay, because this side can be a bit more flat, almost as if this is the side that's brushing up against the 2 in the rubble, so it would be worn down over time. So that might work from a story perspective. So now I just need to beautify everything and put it all together, which, now that the main structure's done, I know exactly what needs to go where. It makes this build a little bit easier just to really piece together quickly. It's always important that as you're making these models to sort of focus on form and function kind of simultaneously at the end. As you're piecing together the last bits of this, you want to be able to have it look really pretty without losing the structural integrity you spent a lot of your time making and fitting into this model. And we're getting really close, I think, to having one that encompasses both elements of form and function while still achieving the look of a large, sunken 20th Century Fox logo. Woo! I like that. That's cool. And with that, all I can say is rest in peace, Fox. I am done my Deadpool Wolverine Void Mock. I am really happy how this turned out. I was able to pull this off without adding a single extra piece from any other set. This was only accomplished using the parts from this pod racer set without even really touching the pod racers themselves. So if you still want to have a pod racer or 2 lying around for an extra build, you can do so. Once you add Deadpool Wolverine to this display, I think it looks quite fantastic and a fitting representation of what a Deadpool and Wolverine set would have looked like if LEGO actually were to release one, although technically they kind of did. I would love to know what suggestions you guys have for other sets that can be transformed into Marvel sets. Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members for supporting me and helping make videos like this possible. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.